Hey guests, welcome back. Thanks for listening to the podcast here where good health hits home. Really excited about our guest today. Her name is Kimberly. She's an independent distributor with SeneGence International, located in Oklahoma. 3 years ago, Kim was introduced to SeneGence's most popular product, LipSense. Probably seen it on the back of people's cars driving around. I was introduced to it, loved the product. Long-lasting lip product, stays on for up to 18 hours. Kim had worked in many different industries, from banking, insurance, retail, IT, manufacturing, corporate, tax law, social services, even construction. She completed her bachelor's degree in human development in '01 while raising two children, and went on to complete a master's in business administration in 2003, both with high honors. Wasn't until she touched on the SeneGence products did something ignite within. Now 58 years old, Kim has found her dream job. She's able to keep her own hours, manage her own schedule, monitor her own cost, and generate her own revenue. This role was more freeing than she could ever imagine. With hundreds of thousands of other women across 16 countries, Kim is able to share her passion for this botanical line of anti-aging products. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Great to be here.
Tell us a little more about yourself.
Well, you pretty much summed it all up. But I'll have to say that this is definitely a great opportunity to be here on the podcast with you and be able to discuss a little bit about our products and the amazing value that it brings to women all over the world. But basically, I was under the impression we were going to talk a little bit about this amazing CBD that you have.
Yep, and that we can move into as well. But I actually fell in love with your products when we did the event at the store, and I never, ever put anything on my lips but chapstick. And we did that event, and the first thing I noticed was all these ladies walking around and their lips looked amazing. I'm like, is this a cult? They all had these real beautiful lips, and they had all this lipstick on. I'm just thinking, like, I didn't even know that it was really that serious. Well, then before I know it, you came up and did your presentation, and I was like, oh, that's why everybody's lips look so wonderful. So after you were done, I came up and you did my lips. I still to this day wear the exact combination you gave me, and I've added some extra fun glosses. But I fell in love with your product. So let's talk a little bit about SeneGence and LipSense, what sets it apart, and how you learned about it, and what made you excited about doing the business.
Well, I kind of fell into it. It wasn't something I sought out, and mostly because I wasn't a big fan of sales. As you can see from the background, my professional background, I did not have a lot of sales background. But what enticed me was seeing the lip color, as you said, staying on the lips. And I thought, well, I was buying some inexpensive lip color that's a stain at Walmart or wherever I could find it. And it wasn't the best product, but I liked the fact that it stayed on. But then when I saw LipSense, I was just taken in by the product. And I actually ended up contacting a gal in New York to get my very first tube of lip color. And then I realized this is not just something that's sold in New York. I could actually get it anywhere. So I went online, found a local distributor, and I was hooked ever since. I found out that they not only had the lipstick, that they had shadows that stayed on, they had skincare that went down several layers of skin. And then I was all in. I decided I've got to get more of this product. In order to do that, I'm going to have to sell it. So that's pretty much what started it. And I was just going to take a discount when I joined. And then next thing I know, people were wanting it. And then people loved it. And then before I knew it, I had a full business going. And I have never regretted it. It has been a joy to be a part of SeneGence, not only because I'm interacting with a lot of women, but I get to see them light up when they have a product that they love and enjoy. And the lipsticks, obviously the colors and the glosses that they've come out with, and they do come out with so many new ones just about every quarter. But I think watching women transform from, just maybe being someone who doesn't wear any makeup to a woman who feels vivacious and beautiful, I think that probably is the ticket for me.
Awesome. So who's your average customer? Like, what type of customers do you look for? Do you really have to look for them, or do they just find you?
Well, a lot of them do find me, but I'll have to say that typically I would say most of the women would be probably between the ages of 30 to 55 would be my target market here in Florida. However, we have just introduced a new men's line. And I have to say, I was quite impressed with the men's shaving cream, the men's cleanser and the men's lotion. And it has the same benefits and perks of the Seneplex Complex, which is a proprietary blend that goes down several layers of skin. Not only that, it smells amazing. So I love the fact that my man smells amazing after using the product. So that was exciting. That was just a new release probably this past month. So I would have to now broaden my scope for the target market to some men now.
Wow, that sounds great. I'm gonna have to check that out myself. I don't think I've seen that line yet.
Just released.
Nice. So what would you when customers come to you, what products do they normally purchase? What are they usually the most excited about?
I think from my experience, and it's been going on 3 years now, some women have an issue maybe with, let's say, rosacea, or a woman might be suffering, especially as we age, with problems with dark circles or puffiness under the eyes. Some are noticing the fine lines around the eyes. So SeneGence not only provides beautiful cosmetics that stay on for pretty much the entire day and are waterproof and anti-aging, they also provide a lot of treatments that benefit women for the aging process. So it helps with the dark circles, and they have a product that will help with the inflammation. And that is what a lot of women will start with. When they find out we have the LipSense, of course, that is the first draw. But then after that, they start seeing, wow, this company is a lot more than just lip products. They are amazed at the shadows because they go on creamy and then they turn to a shadow. And then they stay on indefinitely. I mean, you literally have to take them off. So I think that is probably the draw, but it's unique to every single woman because we all have our own flaws and we all have things that we want to work on. And SeneGence just happens to have a little something for everybody.
Oh, that's awesome. I actually feel like the daytime moisturizer that we have. So we have a daytime moisturizer with 30 milligrams of CBD, the vitamin A and vitamin C, and
awesome.
The combination of the products and what it takes to keep us looking beautiful and feeling awesome. The daytime.
Well, I think having products like yours are amazing because they also, you're getting quality product.
True. Yeah, without all the additional ingredients and stuff. And you have your products are botanical, and where do they come from?
Vanuatu, it's a South Pacific island. They have botanists and chemists that go there and they take the botanicals from that island, and including volcanic ash. Our exfoliants are made with the volcanic ash. I would love to try that product in your store. I haven't had an opportunity. I just got a really quick review of a lot of the products that you have in the store. By the way, you have amazing stores. I just wanted to tell you that. I haven't gotten out to your Siesta Key location yet, which I intend to do, but I'll have to say the Lakewood Ranch and the St. Armand's locations are phenomenal. They're clean, they smell great, and the products are lined up so everyone can see them when they walk in. And not only that, your staff are just so informed about what's going on with the products. I mean, they're quick to give you a sample. by the way, your hard candies are amazing. I have to get me some of those too. I don't know if it's just because they taste so good or because they're just so great with the calming, but I think I like the flavors of them as well. But I'll have to say that your stores are really well put together. I was there for both of those events and just amazed at how organized everything was. I was amazed at how busy they are. As you know, I couldn't even buy my own products because there were lines of people buying your product and I had to stand in line. But I was willing to wait because the products were so fantastic. I'll have to say, I was quite impressed with them.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, Jess. I think we gave you the candy while you were waiting in line.
Yes, and I am so thankful for that. But I meant to get some before I left because it not only did it taste so good, but I learned after taking them that they were very calming for me. And I don't know what all of the attributes are of that hard candy, but I got a little package to take and bring home, and I took it when I wanted to just have, a chill moment. And I loved them. They were great. But I'll tell you my favorite product, if I'm allowed, of your products there, Stacy, is the cream. Hands down, I love that cream. And I'm just going to say, I don't know what brings on my little headaches, or it's probably tension or something of that sort, since the business is busy. But you showed me, and the gals in your store showed me how to apply it, and it has been a lifesaver for me. I actually am amazed that it took maybe 10 minutes, if that, before I realized there was a difference. That I no longer had that achy feeling in my shoulders and in the neck. So I have to say that by far is my favorite.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I remember we had a great event. That was so much fun with all the different people that stopped in and the vendors that were set up. It was just a blast.
It really was. I got some great customers out of there, but I have to say the majority of the customers coming in there were for your store.
Right. Yeah. Hey, we're not complaining about that. That's for sure.
No, it was quite impressive. I'll admit, I was very, very impressed with the people even you had people from the UK there. I mean, they were able to find you. They knew that your products were quality, and there they were standing there. One guy was helping. What was it? I think his son had some kind of a problem with his wrist or something, because he was a young man playing baseball or something, and he brought him in there for some form of a resolution to that. I was quite impressed with it. I was amazed at how much in demand your products are.
I remember that. Yeah, he brought his son in there, and they were going to go play golf, but his son plays baseball, and he's like, his wrist was hurting him so bad. So we put the topical relief cream on him, which was great. And going back to the hard candy, so those hard candies, it's a broad spectrum candy. They're 10 milligrams of broad spectrum CBD in each one. And a lot of our golfers have fallen in love with those candies. They keep running in. They're like, "Where's the candy?" I'm like, "Oh my goodness." Like, someone on the course said they ate a candy, and I'm like, "Those are over here." But it's just so funny. They're like, "Are these supposed to make your swing better?" I'm like, "We can't promise that, but we've definitely been hearing some really good results." I think just in the fact of it bringing everything down a little bit and helping you kind of relax to where you're not so tense, and golfers have been finding great results with that.
Well, they taste good.
Yeah, they taste good. Yep, I love the cherry. So when you came into when you first started your business, what were some things that you were kind of concerned about, and how did you kind of work through some of those things, and how long did it take you really to find success in your business yourself?
Well, the first year was very, very challenging, I'll have to say, because when I became a distributor, SeneGence was going through a huge growth spurt. And from what I understand, someone had released a YouTube video about LipSense. And when people saw that this was a botanical lip color that stayed on for up to 18 hours, the company literally sold out of every single product, from cosmetics to skincare, that they had. So as a distributor, starting my first role as a sales consultant in this business, I had nothing to sell. So I was dumbfounded by it. I really didn't know what I was going to do. But the next